Hi guys, welcome to Being Wendy. So I'm Wendy, aka Mama Dinah, and I do videos on motherhood, lifestyle, and anything I feel like telling you guys about. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and you hit that bell button so you can be notified anytime I am posting. This ain't So today I have our second guest on our Monday series. Do you guys remember last week we had someone else? So this week we're having her. And I'm starting with people I know, people who've impacted me personally. And yeah, let her tell us her name and her child's age and all that, and then I can tell you how she's been in my life.
Hi guys, my name is Gracie Bon, normally known as Njeri.
Yes, that's her name on Instagram.
Yeah, that's my Instagram handle, Njeri_Njai. I'm a mom to a very cute 4-year-old. He's called Malik. And yeah, I became a mom at I think 21.
Yeah,
I'm a bit older.
I'm
an OG. I'm an OG.
Yeah,
He's 4. He's in PP2 right now.
Imagine. Apeleka mtu shule.
Yeah.
Yo, it's
we have to.
Yeah. Anyway, so Grace I went to the same high school with her, but we were not close. We were not friends even at that time. Yeah. But after high school is when we started talking and mostly about cakes. Yeah, started about big cakes. And then eventually when I got pregnant, I knew who to talk to. So I was scared and I was freaking out, and the person I went to was her, and we met in town, and she talked to me, and I swear I left that conversation feeling so empowered and knowing what I want to do. And through her talking to me, I knew I wanted to do this channel. So you remember when I started the channel, I was telling her, baby, I think through the way you talked to me, I think we need to push that knowledge out to people. So yeah, this is great. She's my really good friend. Yeah. So let's start with when you found out you were pregnant. I remember you told me you didn't feel bad. Abortion was never an option.
It never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Never.
You were excited.
Me, I was happy. I was happy because I was like, that time my mom was sick.
Yeah.
She had a stroke. So during that year, I was just like, thoughts about her leaving us and dying just kept on clouding my mind. So I'm like, okay, so if this mama goes, who will I be left with? And I have siblings and I have nieces and nephews. But I was like, I need another support system. Yeah. That was the whole thing that went through my mind that whole year. So when I found out I was pregnant,
you knew.
I was like, my mom was over there so shocked. I'm over there smiling. I was so happy. I felt like I don't know, I was just happy for the news. And I mean, it was scary because I'm in college. I was in college. I was in my second year. I was broke.
Of course.
I didn't have a job.
Of course.
I was in a not so good relationship.
Yeah.
It wasn't as
you can't say it was. It was a solid.
It wasn't solid. And then I'm over here having a baby. So it was overwhelming, but I was happy.
Yeah. How did your parents take it?
My mom was mad. My mom was furious. My mom was the kind of person who didn't express herself. Like, she would go be mad over there. Alafu won't even talk to you the whole day. She won't send you. She won't even. You just know she's mad.
Yeah.
And then my dad didn't know for a few weeks.
He told me.
Yeah. So she was like, "Umempia baba yako?" We were like, "I'm sure too."
Hey.
Umempia baba yako? So a few weeks, Songad, alafu I started having months because I found out I was pregnant at 4 weeks, and then I told my dad at 10 weeks ago. So he kept on wondering, why is this girl fainting all of a sudden? Why is this girl sick every day? So I had to tell him. My brother is the one who broke the news. Yeah. So he was also mad, but more receptive to the news. Because he was like, why did you not feel the need to come and share such news? And I was like, I don't know, I can't have too much parents at the same time. It was a lot for me. So yeah, he found out, he was supportive, he was like, so what do you plan on doing now with them? Becoming a mom.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, it's like, what else is there?
What else was there? Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just like, I've accepted.
But abortion was almost never an option.
Yeah. Okay, so how about the dad? Malik's dad.
Well, I mean, he didn't have a choice because
You decided to keep it.
Because when he found out I was still in Hosi,
Mm-hmm.
at that time I was admitted because I was sick. So when I told him, I didn't really tell him. I just said, I'm pregnant and I'm keeping it.
Just like
yeah, I'm keeping it. And he was like, okay. So he went and told his people. His mom was fine with it. His aunties were happy because we'd been dating for a while, almost 2 years.
Ah,
it was a while. But I'm sure he wasn't happy.
Of course,
sure
he wasn't clearly.
Yeah.
So how was the pregnancy? The
journey?
My
pregnancy was fine up until 3 months when I got pneumonia.
Wow.
Yes, I got pneumonia at 3 months. Took care of it. Started just taking things slowly. And then, but pretty much the whole thing was fine up until I delivered. Okay, and did you have like were your emotions like all over the place? Hey, I was a huge chocolate eat. I had chocolate everywhere. There was a drawer that had chocolate. Are you serious? I had to have chocolates all the time. I could send people at night for chocolate. So your cravings were chocolate mostly? Chocolates and pineapples. Yeah. Interesting. Chocolates and pineapples. I think pineapples come in when you feel that nausea, so you want to kill it with that kind of bitterness. Because I remember I also had a plug for Miwa. You have a plug. I had a plug. You have a guy. Yeah, I had a guy. Come home with that wheelbarrow, he chongels for me every day at 4. So I had to eat Miwa every day. And then I remember you also told me during that time is when you used to save all you most of what you had to buy small things. Yeah, so when I found out I was pregnant, there's an auntie of mine who kept on pushing the abortion lotion. She was like, kids are expensive when they get sick, and they get sick every month, every day. And so that stuck in my head, and I was like, okay, fine. I have parents who are capable of helping me out. But I really need to have like a source of income to get through this. So I was like, I was still in college. And then I took some time off. And then I started to think, what can I do to just make money? And that's where my cake business started out. So I started making cakes for my neighbors, for my family. I used to charge them like a lot. Like in my head, I was like, in these 9 months, since you're my only clients, you need to pay for my hospital bill. You're going to be my sponsors for today. So I used to like sell a cupcake for like $200. Wow. Yeah. And they went. And they bought. And I'm very persuasive. Yeah, you are. Very she is. You will eat my cupcakes and you will buy it. and you will pay. So I used to sell to my cousins, my neighbors, my mom's workmates, everyone. And then I started a page, started baking, went for a course at Valentine. Oh, you did? For a month. Just to know the basics. My mom also did that course. And just to know the basics. And then I'm like, I'm wasting money. I can't be paying school fees just to learn how to bake. So I went to YouTube University. And I got a lot from YouTube. I would say that was my main source of money. It was school. Free school. Just bundles. Even me, I learned from YouTube, and that was after my mom went for Valentine's. So when she was done, I learned a bit from her, from the pamphlets she had, and then now. I'm not saying going to Valentine's cake house to do the whole course is bad. It is. If that's your passion, you do that. Is. But for me, I didn't have time. I just feel like with that course, the 1 month course, there is what is it called? It wasn't so detailed for a baker. If you want to do a business, because you remember there's Facebook, and then you see other bakers and other entrepreneurs just doing epic things, and you're looking at what you're doing. I'm like, I just went and creamed butter and sugar. But this lady created a whole animation thing. Exactly. So what am I missing? And for me, I didn't have time to go through the whole 5 courses that they were offering. And the money. Remember, I'm trying to save money. I'm just trying to acquire skills so that I can make money so that I can buy clothes for my unborn child and clinics and
things. Yeah, to just prepare yourself. Yeah,
things were expensive. Yeah.
So and then you delivered.
And then the delivery
How was
day came. So at first, I went to Karen Hospital. They did a scan and they gave me a due date. It was 14th February. Then me and my cheap self decided, Karen Hospital is a lot. Let me just save money kidogo. So I went to a local hospital up home. And then this lady did a scan and told me that this was in November. This lady did a scan and then told me my due date is in December 8th.
Wow.
December 8th. And I was shocked. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So there was a whole and I did it twice, the same hospital, and they said December. And I'm like, wait, I'm not even prepared for this kid. It's like next month. And remember, this whole time my mom is sick.
Yeah.
She was sick that whole time. And I'm like, hey, wait, no. So unfortunately, my mom passed away on December 8th. My due date.
Are you serious?
Yeah. She was admitted. She had kidney failure. And then I'm like, wait, I can't deliver and still focus on a funeral at the same time.
Yeah.
So there's a family doctor of ours who went on and did another scan for me. And then she told me, no, you don't worry, you're very far from delivery. And I was like, where? My hospital is. You can come. True. So I'm just like, okay, it was a lot at that time. So we buried my mom. Just took a break kidogo and then I delivered on February 18th. 4 days.
Oh, so Karen Hospital was a bit accurate. Yeah. Interesting. And then it was yes or no?
So when I went in for my you
had labor.
No, you're waiting. So when I was told that Feb 14th, Valentine's, here we come, I'm waiting for this kid. 14th ikafika, nothing. 15th ikafika, nothing. 16th, nothing. Every day I'm going to the hospital, I'm like, you guys, I'm ready, you pump this thing out. I'm tired. I'm like, well,
the last days you're very exhausted.
So for the 4 days I kept on going to Hosi, coming back home, going to Hosi, they send me back, going to Hosi, they send me back. So after the doc, he was like, no, your baby hasn't even completely turned. He's almost like he's not there yet. And I'm like, so what am I supposed to do? I hear guys getting induced, can you do that? And he's like, no, we just want this thing to happen naturally. So you just go take your time. At that time, I'm eating all the pineapples I can find.
Yeah, because they say it induces labor.
I am eating macadamia nuts. I am walking from I don't know where to where. I am just doing the most. And then that 14th the 13th at night, I started having labor pains. I just started feeling like peeing. I went to the loo, nothing is coming out. I go to the loo, nothing is coming out. And then I'm like, when I Google, I'm like, oh, so this is what is happening. Then my brother took me to Hosisapa. So I had labor for like 14 hours. I'm at 18. It was long.
I can imagine.
It was long. It was so long.
And this was not induced.
No, this was just normal.
Natural.
Normal. And my water hadn't broken. So I'm just like, sister, what happens? Nobody's explaining anything. I keep on asking the nurses, what do I expect? What should I look out for? Nobody's telling. Sister, nurses keep on telling you, ikikuja, you will know. And I'm like, what the hell? What am I looking for? What am I supposed to wait? So I delivered the next day. After the whole night, I slept the whole night in pain. The whole mid-morning, I delivered at 1 p.m. And then before that, because I knew I was going to deliver normal, my doctor came, did the check, which was very uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
And then he was like, this baby hasn't completely turned. And I'm like, what should I jump? Should I do somersaults? How can I help? And then he said, I have two options. They can either help him turn completely, which is painful. I might go for CS. And my pain levels are like -10. Me and pain
not in the same group.
So I had painful, and I was like, what exactly does CS do? So he said, we're going to numb your spinal cord, which is dangerous. But then we cut you open. And I was like, let's do that. No pain, let's do that.
The least pain, you are like, in it.
And I'd read stories about guys not making it after CS, like pain after healing, and I was like, we'll know when we get there.
But okay, the thing about
me and pain
pregnancy
just don't.
is you never know the outcome.
You never know.
You can go into the hospital and don't know if you'll come
Yeah,
out.
unfortunately, that's what
So
happens.
you're just supposed to be very positive, and you're supposed to also be very supportive of the prayerful. Oh God is everything.
Yeah.
But that time, what had to sing? Anyway, so now the baby is at home.
The baby came.
Did you continue baking immediately?
No. I took a long break, like a whole almost 9-month break.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because I remember, because it's a whole after this yes you heal. You need to give your body time. I gave myself like 4 months to just breastfeed, heal. Remember, I'm 21. I need my body back.
Of course.
I'm doing the most. I already started working out at 3 months after my doctor cleared me. So I'm just like in my head, making money wasn't even an in because remember I had saved up, I had money.
Yeah.
I had money.
You were balling.
I was balling out of control by the way. Because I paid the OC. I bought clothes, I bought unnecessary things, a baby cot that I've never used. As it was just a lot. And I still had money and my dad was still supporting me because I have fantastic family by the way. So after 8 months when I started just winning him, I started thinking, I'm getting bored because I'm always at home, I'm doing nothing,
just feeding a
my
child.
relationship ended kitambo before even my baby came out of my body.
And he wasn't so supportive.
He wasn't. So, but his family was, his moms, his aunties kept on visiting. But me and him, no. So after 8 months, I just started getting bored with life, and I think I almost got depressed because it was a routine of waking up, taking care of your kids, watching movies. It's every day for 8 months. It gets. And you see,
you can even start looking at your friends, and you're looking at people, and they're doing.
I had post school. So for me, I really hadn't accomplished anything other than just being a mom. And to me, that wasn't enough.
It's not an accomplishment as such, especially if you don't have like the finances. Like you're not sure.
You're not done
about
life.
Okay, so next year, how will this kid?
So for me, I was just like, hi. Then I remember I had started this baking thing. Let me take it seriously. I went, bought a oven, and I started baking. And I just started posting
bakes. And she bakes
on Facebook, and then I came across this page because Club.
You told me you're the one who actually recommended me to join
just on Facebook on my suggestions. I saw the page, I requested, I joined, and then the admin Lucia, she's a very nice lady. She inboxed me. I gave her questions. I'm like, okay, so what happens over here? What do people do? I'm starting out. She was like, okay, I have a course, a 1-day class that will basically teach you almost everything about baking. And I was like, how much? 1,500. I signed up.
Are you serious? I didn't know about that.
And it was kitambo, so things are a bit expensive
now, of course.
But then that was just 1,500.
But I can tell you something about this group on Facebook. There's recipes on that group. Like people generously share recipes,
and they're good ones,
very good recipes, and they also encourage you. You'll see people who've started with like the first cake they're baking, and then they show you like what they're doing now, and you're like, yo, it's actually possible.
It's such a nice support group
for bakers. And most of them I feel are moms, and most were like stay-at-home moms. So they started using that to make themselves feel
so we thank God for that group.
We thank God for you guys.
Thank God for you. And so I went, bought an oven, things, just started.
Okay, so that is how you provide for money.
That is my main source of income.
You guys baking can give you money. If you decide. So obviously the co-parenting situation is a bit tricky.
It's almost non-existent. I can say.
If it's not for your efforts, it's non-existent.
So
that's the situation. It's a very tricky, and for you people, I think you should see that it's not a must. Don't force people to be there if they don't want to be there. like if he's not being so supportive, it's fine. Look at how she's doing well. She's paying school fees.
I mean,
you should see her boy. He looks so cute.
It's important for the kid to have both parents in their life.
It is.
But if you're not willing to be a participant, like
An active, yeah.
That is the word.
Yeah.
An active parent in your child's life. I'd rather you not be there.
Yeah.
In my own
Keep
opinion.
off. Yeah.
Just stay
Don't
away.
come in and
Don't be a visitor in your own child's life. Because that gives your kid psychological problems, daddy issues. You're trying to raise a man and the boy becomes an asshole. It's a lot.
It's too much for the mom and the child.
So I'd rather cut you off as an inactive parent and tell my baby in the future that you're just not there.
But you see, the kids will ask later. Yeah, so you just have to tell them.
And I'll tell them that you actively chose not to become a parent.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, so are you dating?
Well.
Is she?
Me God.
But okay, good. Because Malik is 5. He's 4 years.
Turning 5 next year.
Yeah. So that's been a long time to be single. So meaning you've gone on dates and things like that.
I've gone on.
Okay, what's your general view of like people out? Like, how do people view you when you tell them, by the way, I'm a mom? Is it an issue?
No.
Is it?
Well, from the beginning, I mean, it's been like a growth of even the kinds of people you go on dates with.
Yeah. You definitely
in the beginning, I used to go out on dates with boys, and then you tell them you're a mom, they're like,
it's an issue.
It's a no. And then I'm like, it's fine. I wasn't asking you to do anything.
Still must.
Yeah. But then you change your mindset, you change the types of people you hang around with, you change the age group you deal with.
True.
So I would say it's not that bad.
Yeah. There are people actually okay
who are fine
moms.
They're actually very impressed with being a young mom, having your things together, and
it's a thing.
Yeah, it's like your brain is more mature.
Yeah, exactly.
Your brain is more mature. And I'm not saying younger females are dumb, but I'm just saying
being a mom does something.
It does something to you.
It does something to you.
In
your head, you just because now I remember before I had Dinah, my goals were more like I can't wait to go here. Those are my goals. I still have goals of traveling and things like that, but those are not really my priorities at the moment. So for now, I'm just like, okay, then it's about to start going to school. So how am I going to get this one? And which school am I supposed to be taking her? What kind of life do I want Dinah to have?
As a parent, especially if you grew up in a home, like in a financially stable home, you are almost given the best.
Yeah, true.
So for you to compromise on your kids' education, on your kids' lifestyle, on your kids' methods of eating,
you're being unfair to that child.
You're being really unfair.
Yeah.
So it's upon you as a parent to sacrifice whatever you need to sacrifice and just give them.
You take your things. Take a step back.
Because I remember when I was enrolling my son in school, I had options. I had the non-governmental schools, the NGO schools, the almost free schools, and then you have the private.
Yeah.
So my family was like, okay, you have to do it in such a way that you will always provide for this kid. And I'm like, I don't even think giving my kid anything less than I was given is an option for me.
It's not fair.
Yeah, because I have the source, I have the resources to provide, and I'm alive and I'm healthy.
And you can just push yourself a bit harder to give your child.
I would go above and beyond for my kid. So
yeah, and it's okay, and it's actually very good to go above and beyond. And also, let me ask you this. So it's not easy being a mom. Let's put that out there. So people don't think it's easy.
It is like
emotionally you go through a lot. Let's not even go to the financial aspect.
Other than
emotionally.
Emotionally it is. Some days you just wake up and you're like, somebody take this child away. Yes. And it's a lot. It's the mom guilt. Am I doing enough? am I not doing the right thing? How do I know I'm doing fine? Especially now that I don't have my mom around, so it's like, I don't have a go-to person to be like, hey mom, mimi sasa sijui kuna wenye ninafanya hivi. You don't have that. And then there's the mom guilt that we are young. I also want to have fun. I also want to do things. I also want to dress well. I want
good,
to go to clubs. I want to eat. I want to go to Bagamandes every Monday. I want to go for every other offer that is available.
Maybe you even want to go to the gym. Maybe you want to do things.
I want to go to Diani and jump off a plane.
Yeah.
And that is hella expensive, but I can't, because if I use that 60K to do that,
school fees.
So you see, it's a lot of mom guilt. Emotionally, it's a lot. And then on top of everything, you have to do it alone. You don't have that person, that spouse, that father to be like, okay, I've done this month, can you do the rest? You don't have that. So it's all upon you. You can't say your school fees. It's you. That balance, that lunch break, that school trip, it's you.
It's all on you.
It's all on you.
Yeah, so what do you think you tell these young parents who are watching us? Because I realize our group now has more young dads. So these days we don't focus on young moms only. They're amazing dads. So what would you tell these
for a young
persons? They just found out they're pregnant. They're freaking shit.
Keep it. The first thing I will tell you is keep it. Usiambiwe life is hard. We've done it. We were there. It was harder for us. It was harder for us because it almost happened. We were almost the first people to go through this.
True, exactly.
And it was an abomination then. Exactly. So imagine life just has a way of falling into place.
Yeah.
All you have to do is be selfless. That is the one thing you need to focus on, because you can't do this job if you're still selfish and you want things for yourself and you want a better life for yourself, because now you're responsible for another life. So you need to be very selfless and work hard. Do anything and everything you can that you can. If you have talents, go soul search. Have a meeting with yourself. Have a meeting with yourself. Into a meeting and ask yourself, what can we do? With these hands, with these legs, with this mouth, with this brain, anything that you're capable of doing, turn that thing into your money maker. Do it. Because you never know. There's a video I was watching the other day. There's a chick who was saying she went for a conference and we were talking about it was a centennial video. And then she was like, they were doing the mandazi course, the mandazi whatever. She literally went and started making mandazis. Just like that, and sold them to her neighbors, to passers-by. And now she's providing breakfast and tea and midday snacks to a very big company. Wow. And banks, and you see, she took something small. And let me tell you something about Centonomy. I've done that course, and Centonomy is an amazing course for anyone, for any person. If you're working, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in campus, they have courses for different kinds of people, and I'll link their contacts so that you guys can be able to talk to them and listen to So that course really adds value. It's one. The time I did that course, it was around 12K, and that was the best 12K I've ever spent in my life. They normally say you invest in yourself, and I keep on saying always. I did it when I bought my oven. That was my first investment in myself, because that's the one thing that is. I still have that oven. It's small. It was small, and I have a bigger one right now. I have 2 more, and I would say I still love that oven even. Now, if my house burns down today, I will probably grab my file, my child, and that oven. Because the 3 things that I value the most. Because it's your first baby. You take so much pride in it when you invest in yourself, and it pays off. And actually, anytime you invest in yourself, it normally pays off. As long as you're doing the work that is needed. So as a young parent, just work hard. Always feel like there's a better tomorrow, because there is. Even when things are dark. Don't even think about tomorrow. It will take care of itself. There are days I used to wake up and I'm like, by the way, I thought I was strong. You're like, you're just
It will try you. Motherhood will try you.
Oh, you wake up and you're just like, hey, me, I can't take it.
If you've never been tried, motherhood will try you. And you see, this is someone you love with all your heart. So when this child is not sleeping and you need to rest, you'll feel like putting this child
or
under
he's sick and you have no money.
Or when they're sick.
You're sick, your account is at zero, negative something.
And you're wondering, how can I take
and this child needs to go to hospital. He's already, as he needs to go to hospital, he's already been admitted. The bill is already
accumulating. Yeah. So you start having.
You have no source of income. You have no helper. Just do it. Just start now.
Do you?
Actually,
start now. I normally say the
now.
first 3 months, that time you're free, that time you're taking time to yourself and things like that. I think that is the time you should now be reflecting on everything.
Yeah.
So by the time you're at 3 months, now you're healing, you're okay. You now know where to start and all that, because that's the time you read books.
Yeah, and don't take your time saying ati ama ningoje tu pesa tukuje. If
Pesa
you have
ikujani.
50 shillings,
And
go buy
hiyo.
unga. You have oil in the house, just use whatever you have.
Yeah.
Use your brain, use your efforts and pray, because God is not going to water anything that you haven't even prayed for.
Yeah, and Rome was not built in a day. You have to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. She's come all the way to my house, so she's amazing.
Yeah. I'm that friend.
She's that friend. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this second video of our new series, and I hope it will, I hope someone can now relate to Grace's story the way you related to Gigi's story. I hope it's changing lives and all that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. So bye.
Bye.
That was nice. 30 minutes.